Where's the limit?
It's no limit. It's just how high my confidence is. That's where it's just gonna keep flying. I'm just gonna keep letting it fly. And it was going in today. I feel like I caught my rhythm in the third quarter, and so my confidence was high. So I just keep letting it fly. Yeah, I think it's just a game of runs. And they made a run in the first half. They were playing great. We were matching physicality, we were defending as well as we know that we can. In the third quarter, we came out with a whole lot more energy, a whole lot more physicality, rebounding, defending like we know that we can. And that's where we got our 20-point run we went on. And then in the fourth quarter, it was a little bit back and forth just based on how the game was going. So
I don't know if it was the third quarter or fourth quarter in a timeout. Nabes or Coach Todd asked, like, why do you think we just went on a run? And we all said, because we're not turning the ball over anymore. I think Auburn's defense is it's a lot, especially as a guard handling the ball. But I think we just weren't used to it, and obviously we have to get better with that. And it can't take us a whole half to get used to it. But I think in the second half we kind of settled down and realized, yeah, they're going to throw 2-3 people at you, but you have to keep your composure.
And then of course you guarded
Hard. She's a pro. Hard. I mean, she's got the pull up, the three. She can attack. She can score at 3 levels. So it's a hard guard, and she had 27, and I think she can get 27 any night.
so the game spots y'all needed this one. Just I guess what do you think this says about the team that y'all? I mean, that game was crazy that y'all came out on top.
Yeah, like I said, it came down to defense is really what it came to, and it showed us how good of a defensive team we can be when we actually put effort into it. And I feel like at points in the season we weren't putting effort on the defensive end. But now that we're putting the emphasis on it and we're doing that, we can be really, really good. And I feel like we can match any team that's on the rest of our schedule.
I mean, for us, it's just a confidence booster, but I think for the NCAA tournament, I mean, obviously they beat LSU. And so if we can beat a team that beat LSU, that kind of helps us in if we're in a tie with someone else, obviously in the SEC. But I just think today was a really good bounce back win for us. And I think that's what we've learned this year is that we're kind of a bounce back team.
Taliah, we haven't got to speak to you. Came back from your perspective, how difficult was this past month not being played?
Yeah, it was hard. This is the first time I've ever had to sit out during mid-season for an injury. And so it was hard. It was really hard. But I had teammates that supported me, coaches that supported me and stuff. And it was just it gave me a different perspective of the game, sitting there and watching it and seeing it from the sideline, and taking bits and pieces from what I see when I'm not on the court that maybe I don't see when I am on the court. So it just gave me a whole new perspective. And I feel like it helped me become a better player. Yeah, it meant so much. We have a really great fan base here and hearing them cheer for me like that, just all the support. And feel like I have the whole state of Arkansas behind me, and them supporting me. And so it meant so much to me. And just having these fans here, it means so much.
Definitely. I think it was on a lot of our minds. And next day in practice, we had a pretty long film session. Watched the whole second quarter of the Alabama game, and we realized that's where we lost the game. Throughout the rest of the game, we played them pretty well, but the second quarter is what really killed us. And so it's a big emphasis. You have to play 40 minutes, no matter who you're playing. You can't take a quarter off and expect to win.
First three passes.
Yeah.
Was there witnesses?
I mean, kind of, but we were expecting them to be aggressive. But once again, like you're live playing them, it's different than just, seeing it on film. Like you kind of have to feel it for yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shock factor,
Mhm.
like the physicality and how much energy they have on defense, and they're all over the place, running around all over the place. They're all like extremely fast. It's different. It's hard to prep for. They're a team whose defense it's really hard to prep for. And so like I think those 3 turnovers, it was just like a shock factor, and then we settled down.
I just remember I was standing in the corner just
Like-
chilling because they weren't coming off the shooters, but I think was a big one or something.
It was
I
like
don't
an and one.
remember.
All I remember is it was
Yeah,
an
I
and
just
one,
know
and
it
that
was
was
an
a
and one,
that
but-
was a really big play for us because it gave us some momentum for the rest of the game. And that bucket, like that mean they had to foul, they had to do stuff to try to come back and stuff. So it was a really big bucket, and she's one of our guards on our team, and she's really good with the ball, and we trust her a lot with the ball.
And I think we were just confident in whoever out of the 3 of us, whoever hands the ball was in, we were confident in that we're going to go get a bucket for us or get fouled. Like just something good was going to happen if it was in one of the guards' hands. Thank you.